Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and all our social media platforms at Fino Boxing. You can follow my personal social media at Adriana_sports. Enjoy.
I have my own guys that I pay attention to, and I like Edwin Valero. Edwin Valero was like kind of like my mentality, and that's why I rock with him. I rock with Juan Guzman. I got the opportunity to put him on my team. It's just this shit is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine if you had somebody like De La Hoya, one of them that you really looked up to, and that's how you resemble some of their moves, and you add on to your team. You know, it's amazing. I'm excited.
Talk about bringing Juan Guzman to the team.
Huh?
Talk about bringing Juan Guzman to the team and what he's done.
Yeah, I mean, he's the greatest energy. Juan Guzman gave me so much energy, so much positivity, so much, just that's probably a hidden secret. You know, it's a gem that I have, and that I'm gonna release that on Saturday.
JERMELL, you seem like in some of the better moves I've ever seen on a fight week. I feel like you're really, really enjoying it. You're here at home. It's like you said, you've thought about it since a kid. When you think back on those memories, how young were you when you really were like, man, like I want to be the best of the best?
I was fighting. I was in Mexico or in Brownsville, close to the valley, chilling with Emmanuel Augusto, watching Floyd Mayweather fight Marquez, and thinking about being an undisputed champion, and thinking about being able to get that time where I could be my name, my face on the banner. Like, those are the moments that like a lot of fighters probably sometimes won't even ever get. So it's bigger than just being a undisputed champion. It's about just getting that opportunity to be the main guy.
Do you feel like Castaño, the pressure he's bringing is going to be more heat than Rosario was, or Harrison in those?
Yeah, I think he's going to end up bringing more heat. But like you said, he's going to have to slow some of that shit down, or it's going to be a bad night for him. Eyes can get cut, nose can get broke. Things are dangerous, you know. Like I'm a dangerous fighter. I know that about me. I know that everything can be painful within jabs to every punch is bad. You know, I've utilized and I've put these things into my regimen throughout my whole life and career, and now is the time be undisputed and then fight for the best and give all of what I put into at that night. It's 36 minutes. Just 36 minutes.
JERMELL, you mentioned obviously right now maybe not thinking about Hall of Fame, but there is things that you want to accomplish, things you want to prove in the sport. Obviously, other than becoming the undisputed Saturday night, what are some of those things? Maybe multi-division champion, or what are things that you feel you want to accomplish?
Just leaving a memorable background for boxing, for myself and my twin brother, the Charlos. You know, we never know what our children want to do growing up, and the biggest thing for me is being able to set a great platform for my family, my children, my young ones, my junior, stuff like that. And you never know right now, you know what I'm saying? And so I have a sense of urge to want to put on one of the best performances, and not just for this fight, but just who never know, you never know what's next. But after this, so that's another main reason why I need this greater than ever. I have a boxing gym I own, and I got amateur fighters that's looking up to me. The sky's the limit for me, man.
JERMELL, what do you think about that stat? He throws the most punches in the division. You happen to throw the least. Is that maybe a benefit for you? Like you said, when the few that you do, they come with heat, right?
I mean, you have to know boxing to understand that, if I throw the least amount of punches, they cannot just be normal punches. Obviously, we'll see, man. I know he throws a lot of punches, and I threw over 2,000 punches in one session in my last in training with Juan Guzman. These are the things that I'm talking about. So I'm excited. Like, I'm excited to see if I could possibly portray some of that stuff that I've learned and put that into my boxing fight night. You know what I mean?
We see Canelo doing that. Being economic, selective with his punches. Floyd before him.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's the trend we're going in the elite ranks?
You can't just throw punches. Man. You can throw all of these punches. That's not gonna do nothing for you unless you, significantly throwing some dangerous shots. And I think that's what I've been doing for the last past years.
And JERMELL, it's between you and Jamal. 1 year he's got more of the shine. 1 year you got. How does it feel that right now the shine's on you? How's that feel?
It's Charlo's, period. I know he shines, I shine, we shine together. It's not about you can never compare us or separate us, because we're one.
JERMELL, do you believe that Brian Castaño is making a mistake by revealing his game plan? Usually fighters don't do that.
I don't necessarily say he revealed the game plan. I just think that he spoke up on things that he might have to make adjustments to. We all know that adversity comes in fights. You got to make adversity. So you got to make changes and decisions during the adversity. So that's maybe what he was mostly speaking on.
JERMELL, I know it's better saved for after the fight, but is this the swan song at 154? Is this the last hurrah?
No, I make it really easy. I'm actually 157 right now. I haven't even worked out today, so I'm gonna get my workout in. Was walking around 155, 156. So I'm really a solid 154 pounder. I love it. Like I love this weight division. It's easy for me to make the weight. I don't want to move up in 160 because that contradicts my brother and it contradicts Earl Smith. He wants to move up. Who knows what's next for me though?
JERMELL, are you sparring with Spence? Obviously, left-hander.
No, Castano not necessarily a left-hander actually either. I want that to be understood, but no, I'm not. I didn't get any work with Spence. We did train in Dallas, but I didn't get any work with Spence.
Did you get a chance to watch that Kings documentary on Showtime about Leonard and Hearns and Hagler?
I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get that. Maybe I can tune into that a little bit before I fight.
He's inspired.
Yeah.
Talk about the other fighters in the division at 154 that you needed.
Everybody kind of good, like everybody in this division is, I didn't ran through a bunch of them, but they, thank God they help pay bills and keep my life living like this. But I'm ready, like everybody in the division, they want some of this, they can come get it. I know the young ones coming up, and I got some ones that's wanting to transition over to my division, but that's why I'll show y'all Saturday night why it's kind of like, okay, you got to second guess that decision.
What about Terrence Crawford, if he ever is willing to go to 54? You think that's a fight?
We can make some money. Yeah.
I believe Danny Garcia also is looking at 154.
That's a lot of guys. Why they don't fight each other? Leave me the hell alone. Let them fight each other.
Well,
fuck.
The champ,
right, of course. But they got to work their way up to the champion. Go come prove. I can't see you until you prove it. Right? I've been proving it.
JERMELL, obviously, your last fight behind closed doors, because of the pandemic and whatnot. Seeing JERMELL do his thing in Houston last month, did that kind of give you even, like you say, more jet fuel, to Saturday night here in San Antonio?
My brother fought a different opponent than what I'm facing, so they a different weight, different opponent. I don't necessarily know if I don't want to say that gave me jet fuel, but I do feel that my brother pushed me to, it's my turn. He said, hey, I went to go bat. I didn't get a home run, but you got a grand slam. I got to go get it.
Well, I'm saying, like, having the fans in the arena more than anything.
The fans, I love the fans. Thank you so much for the fans, but when I'm in there, I don't even see the fans.
Think back like 5 years ago when you, your brother, and Laura all fought in the same night, all 154 champs.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a round robin. Yeah, the night you won your title. Yeah. Bit of a round robin. Can you sort of reflect on how great the fights have been the past 5 years and what it's created, and then how this is where it's all led to?
I think that every fight that I have had for the last 10 years have been tough fights. And because of that, that's what lead me into the victories that I'll be having lately. And the reason why this fight is important is because now you have a guy that's hungry, he's rough, he wants to fight, he wants to win. He's going to come in. I felt like I was already punching him face to face right now when I was there. But I'm excited to be there, and I know these are the fights that made me to be the champion that I am. I don't just have these belts for no reason. I know that they did come from one opponent. Most of them came from one opponent when I signed Rosario, but Rosario was a tough, rugged guy. But I was the guy that exposed him and dissected, showed you guys what it was about.
Right. Yeah. I remember you had to come from behind to win your title that night against John Jackson.
Yep.
That seems like a guy you'd have a much easier time with, where the fighter you are now. Was it that Harrison rematch that you found something out about yourself that, like Canelo did in that Golovkin rematch? Or how are you a better fighter and why?
I just grew as a man, and I'm happier as a person that I am, but I just don't. I mean, my firepower just within myself. I mean, I'm just that guy. Like I gotta think about it. Sometimes I gotta be on the outside looking in at myself, and stop trying to be the fighter all the time, and also play victim. I gotta step up in certain moments, and that's what it's about when you're in the ring. That's that facing adversity. So who knows? We might have to face adversity in this fight, but I'll pull through.
Just to be technical about it, X's and O stuff. Do you feel like Castaño throws shorter punches on the inside in close range?
He throws some strong short shots that on the inside, but defense and all of these other things matter when it comes down to that, and reserving your energy and stuff. It's a lot of different things that you got to worry about.
Two more questions. What's Castaño going to be most surprised about when he steps in the ring with you?
He's going to be surprised about my reach and my distance and how I utilize it.
You become undisputed Saturday night. Obviously, Arrow fighting Manny next month. He's unified. What's that say about Derek James and, obviously the success that he's been able to bring through you all's performance inside the ring.
Derrick James is a very unique person, you know what I'm saying? He's just deeper than boxing for Derrick and I. And knowing that he got Earl Spence, knowing he got, you know, me, and we both got major fights coming up, and that's why I had to do the things that I had to do. You know, it makes him such a phenomenal coach. I know there's other coaches out there like the one that trains Canelo, the Renato guy, and he got a stable. He got some stables, you know. He got some studs, and you got to give him their respect, you know. But Derrick James is right there with the top.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks.